Monday through Friday.
Now, see,
And
Yeah.
see,
what them
that's
folk,
my
And
thing
like
though.
I
Real,
I mean, the
said,
thing is,
and,
when
and
we
that's
were
they
why
kids, we
actually
wanted to
use.
get out the house. When I was young, I wanted to get out the house. After my Saturday
hell
morning
yeah,
cartoons, I'm going outside, do
you
something.
damn
Shit.
right. Yeah, cartoons ain't on no
But
more. I holler.
look,
but
it's a
see,
reason
Stan,
for
Stan.
it was a met. Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead,
No,
Smith.
no, no. I just want, I just want to get this out real quick. The reason why, before we go too far, especially because Rooster about to talk, we definitely going somewhere else.
You don't
We
know that.
were pushed outside. We were pushed outside, and the reason why I know this for a fact because we actually developed this very wonderful fragrance that kids do not develop anymore. It's called smelling like outside. That's how long we were in it. We were out there so long, we came in the house and we never knew what that shit smelled like, did we? None of us knew what else we would be checking ourselves. What did I smell? You smell like outside. That's how long we were out. And last but
I
not
know
least, I
exactly what.
believe that most children nowadays are not going for the physical jobs. I want you to think about when we were going outside, that was preparing me for certain warehouse duty jobs, certain like chores and everything else, that I will be doing. Nowadays, everything is very technological. And so giving them a tablet and them being able to help you jailbreak your phone because you forgot your damn code at the age of 12, you in your 40s and late 30s. Yeah, bruh, that's preparing them, believe it or not, for possibly the job type field they're going to go in some form of fashion.
And
The
that's
fact
why.
is, the kids are not doing this physical stuff no more. So, is it really necessary that they play as much? Is it?
Hey, hey, yeah.
That's
Well,
why
I'll
I
tell you
said, if
this.
you say it like that, then I don't see too much of a difference. But at the same time, I don't see it as a negative neither.
Hey, D
For
Rock.
the reason that you just said. Go ahead.
Hey, D Rock.
What
Let's
up?
let's be honest, right? I took anatomy and physiology. I took biology, and I'm telling you this: in school, I mean, in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what. Let's be honest. When did we first see a tadpole? When did we first see butterflies grow in the moth and all that other shit?
Right.
And I'm telling you,
Oh, the
that
age.
advanced me,
Yeah.
so we can talk about what's good and what's bad, but one thing we got to understand, health is going in the damn toilet.
It is.
My parents never forced me out of no goddamn house.
I
They
need.
never forced me. Man, I couldn't wait to get outside. Just like Hustle Muscle said, man, after our Saturday morning cartoon, we couldn't wait to get outside. We couldn't wait to get all these things. I'm like, so I don't know where all this clickety clack bullshit is coming from. I'm telling you, the strongest things on a lot of children, I ain't gonna say the majority because we ain't got there. The strongest thing is their thumbs. And let's take that shit out of the equation. Mentality. If when shit go wrong, they self-destruct, self-delete. I'm telling you, we never even thought about that. Growing up,
Hell
man,
no.
my friend wasn't my friend. Okay, let's negotiate. Let's do what we got to do. Now, they think that it's the end all the be all. So if anybody think that this thing gonna process is the better way, just
Right.
because you can do a coding in a system, they jumping out the window every damn day.
Right.
I
You're right.
don't know where
Yeah.
people grew up at. You are crazy as hell. I took 36 years, 2 months, and 25 days of my life serving the country, and I saw these children that came from this deplorable ass situation. If you think this shit is better, good luck, because it's not. We overcorrected. We didn't like certain things when we were growing up, and guess what? We gave them the lavish lifestyle. Let me negotiate with the terrorists. When you didn't put nothing in the child, I tell you what, and I'm gonna land the plane here. Don't make a deposit in the bank and go to the ATM. You get nothing out of it. Parents have turned into the worst people on the planet. You're negotiating with terrorists. You ain't put nothing in them because you didn't give a damn about it because your parents, you hate them. And guess what? Fine. But we can't ignore that we have made a generation of the most in history the most deplorable people on the planet. We hustle each other. The children are disrespectful. The parents are disrespectful. The men and women don't get along, and they don't give a damn about the children. They keep talking about, hey, man, I tell all you jokers that keep up here having children and not being married to the woman, love the children more than you hate each other. And I land the plane there because these children are suffering. And now that's why our grown asses up here complaining about why you didn't get hugged. And you too. I would never trade my childhood for what the shit is going on now. You got it, D-Rock.
Now, who wanted to go next before we play the
Let me
video?
add this real quick.
Go ahead, Hustle.
Let me add this real quick. Now, let's say, now we talked about, hey, after my Saturday morning cartoons, I'm going outside. But let's say the weather was bad or it's too cold, too hot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to my homeboy's house. We're going to chill out there and do something. So my mama can have her a long time, you know?
Yeah. And see, my thing was, I know we didn't get pushed out of the house in my household because your ass couldn't go outside until you did your chores. So it wasn't no outside. It wasn't getting pushed outside by a long shot. Outside was a privilege. Because if you messed up during school or, you know what I'm saying, you didn't get good grades or whatever the case may be, your ass wasn't going outside either for that. So we didn't get pushed outside. That's the thing.
But wait a minute, hey Stan, real quick though. Watch how I bring it right back to the similar, right? Okay, so the punishment was back in the day, the punishment was we can't go outside. You know what the punishment now is? Take all the devices. That's what we do now. You take the tablet, you take the phone, no PlayStation, you hide the controllers. You know the shit we do, hide them controllers. So what's the difference? Because you want to know why? To be able to have your tablet and your phone and all of that shit is a privilege. You ain't supposed to have the same type of iPhone I got, nigga. You lucky you got one. What you talking about? You only 14. You don't need this shit for real. You lucky I gave it to you because I want to make sure I can call your ass when you leave that school.
That's
the reason why you got a phone, so I can keep up with your ass. That's it.
So hold on. Smitty, hold on. So how you feel about a 4-year-old having a phone?
Absolutely out of this world. There's no reason whatsoever. None. Just like I don't agree with giving 4-year-olds an effing shape up. Let that boy hair grow. Stop messing his line up. You're gonna have him
shape
receding by
up
the time
on a
he's 12.
4-year-old?
Man, nigga, they do it on 2-year-olds, bro. These women be tripping, dog. I'm talking about a whole sharp ass lineup, and this nigga barely got the baby hair in. I know somebody else has seen that shit.
A 4-year-old can have a phone, except for the buttons need to be animals. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. No. There you
I
go.
didn't get my
And
first
every
shit.
animal, and look, and every button that little nigga push, it better say "rawr" or like it better make an animal sound, nigga, and it better say "play school." It better not say Samsung. It should say "play school."
Hey, Drip, tag me in where
And
I
for
can
the
tell you
record-
the difference.
Okay, go ahead, Hustle.
And for the record, I didn't get my first ship until I was at least 10 or 11 years old. Just saying.
Nigga, I ain't have phone until
I got my first cell phone. Yeah, I was about 17, 18, bro. My people ain't get me none of that shit, bro. When I was
cell phone.
Yeah, because you was slinging that
There was
shit.
no need.
Hey,
I was 14
Drip,
when I got my first cell phone. I was in high school, my first cell
Let me know
phone.
when I can tell you the difference.
Hold on. Go ahead, Stanley. Go ahead, Stanley.
Hey, Drip, I'm going to tell you the difference is. So the difference is we were trying to go outside so we can play and be innovative. But what's the difference between taking while you sitting on your fat ass with your strong ass thumbs, sitting up there with a PlayStation, and you're talking about that's what they're taking away from us. We fought to go outside so we can run and we can race and all this other shit.
But they're not doing that no more, Stan.
Damn difference. That's a big
Yes,
damn
it is,
difference.
but they're not doing it. And even down to they're not doing it.
Telling you,
on top of that,
go ahead. What the difference? Man, can I finish what you said?
I'm listening.
You said the difference is when we said we wanted to go outside. We went outside to explore and race and run and be competitive. The difference is you took their tablet. You didn't know they got the damn friend. They got the damn same phone. They're not exercising. They're not using resiliency. They're not using strength. They're not using any of those things. That is the difference. Don't compare the two,
Well,
bro, because you totally out
okay,
of
well,
bounds.
Stan. Okay, Stan. This is what I will say. I actually did have my first cell phone a lot earlier. I think a lot of us forget it was something called a cordless phone. I used to walk that bitch all the way down to the driveway and check the mail. That's right. That's right. I just wanted to throw that in there. I forgot about the cordless because the cordless really was our version of a cell phone in a sense because you could walk around the house anyway. You ain't have to be confined to the living room where everybody can hear your conversation.
Yeah, and the
You
first
are
and the first
kidding
cell
me?
You
phone.
can sneak that bad
Hey,
boy.
D Rock,
You go
D
everywhere
Rock,
with the
hey
cordless.
Drip, let me get this. D
Go ahead.
Rock, you remember when you would be on the damn phone and you play that boom box in the background talking to the
Yeah,
lady on the phone,
yeah,
and then your mom will pick up the damn phone? Hey, he got to go,
But
he
watch
got to get
this.
off this
Hey
goddamn
Stan.
phone.
yep. For
Hey
sure.
Stan, watch
D
this.
Rock,
Yep.
remember
Watch
that
this, Stan.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey Stan, you know the first panel, Stan? You know the very first panel was called three way? I digress. I'm Michael's muted.
Oh yeah. Real talk.
Exactly. D Rock. I'm sitting there putting my biggest back move on and all that. My mom pick up the phone. Hello? Hey, you got to get off the phone. But more so than that, you remember when we used to play the boombox in the background? We would all fall asleep in our own home. I'm telling you, that's the shit, right? I don't give a damn about nostalgia and all that bullshit. We cannot understand that we regress. We got the children that's all screwed up, and now the mothers and fathers don't even give a damn about the children. What do these guys fight about more than anything? And the women fight about more than anything each other. What they did wrong, and they don't give a damn about the child.
That's a fact.
And we
Hey
got
Drip,
to be honest. We don't give a
hey
damn
Drip.
about how the child grew up. We complain about how we grew up, but do you have children? Do you want them to have a better life? Hell no. Because y'all motherfuckers some knock knees, slew footed, rat soup eating motherfuckers. And I'm telling you, you need to drop your nuts and stop this coward ass bullshit. You didn't like when you said, I listen to people say, well, I had to deal with it when I was a kid. When I got grown, I want to fight my own damn dad or my stepdad and all that. Well, now you that motherfucker and you having children. Motherfucker, when we going to be men? Or when we going to be adults? Men and women. Man, y'all some old coward ass motherfuckers.
Lord
All
Jesus.
you motherfuckers are weak. Hey, D Rock, that's why I salute you, bro. And Drip, I salute you in the future.
Hey,
What
hey,
you going to
appreciate
do? Man, why we complain about what we went through when we put our children through worse?
Oh,
it.
I thought
I'm
we
trying to make
smarter.
sure.
All this
Yeah.
technology, D Rock, all this knowledge and all that, and why don't we use it? I land the plane there.
I'm glad I ain't got them problems, Mr. Stanley. Mr. Stanley, stay off my
I
grass.
know, and that's
Look,
what I'm saying,
I'm
Ruth.
glad I
I
ain't
didn't
got
know
them
you
problems.
still up there, Ruth. So you don't have
Yeah, no,
no
I had to
problem.
drop down. Yeah, I had to drop down
Yeah,
and come
I
back
didn't
up.
know
My
you was
phone was
still up
down.
here, bro. Well, that's why we don't have them problems, man. We don't have time to go back in the past when we have our children. We want to give them a better life. These jokers still talking about what happened to them in third grade and talk about my mama didn't hug me, my dad wasn't there. Hey, man, when you have children, man, you got to make a better life for them.
You
And they
sure
don't give a
damn
damn.
do.
They still complaining now in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, still complaining
Oh,
about what they didn't get. What you gonna give your children?
Well,
Absolutely
see,
nothing.
but you got to understand that, like back to what Drip was saying, you can't lump everybody up in a barrel, shake it up, and say all of them come out the same. The thing is, some of these people that's on the internet that's talking, they're crazy. They just was basically detached. You never knew what they parent had them for. Like a lot of these conversations y'all be having, like the right to choose. This is the very reason why the women cry about the right to choose. A lot of these Negroes that's on these platforms was the kids that they mama didn't want, but didn't have the funds to get rid of their silly ass. So look, so all these conversations look, I'm telling you, bro, all these conversations, if you can connect the dots, they are alongside of each other, bro. I'm telling you, the kids or the grown people of today who have certain experiences and saying it's all welfare is done. Those are the kids that was probably mentally and socially attached to their community, environment, and everything. The ones that was forced out, kicked out, tossed out, and their mama didn't want to see them until the pole light come on. She didn't want your regular ass up in there in the first place, because if she had the $500, she'd have got rid of you. But she don't want you, but she got to take care of you or go to jail or put you in an orphanage.
Hey, Rooster.
Or
Hey, Rooster, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. It's 2025. Why we still playing the same dumbass game? So we already know, I know technology and all that. 2025. If I meet a lady in the club and I lay down with her, and I say I don't want a child, she can say I want the child, or you say you want the child, and she say I don't want to have the child. Why we keep falling for the same head trick? Do we ever advance? Do we ever advance in life? I'm telling
why they
you,
keep following
I'm
on
tired of all you
get a chance to
crying.
advance the video.
Yeah, I'm tired of all y'all crying ass people. I know if I
Stan,
do this, wait a minute. Let me
Go ahead,
finish
man.
laying this out.
Go ahead.
Why in the hell, when we know what the odds are against us? See, because guess what? You ain't gonna go to no damn alley and you see 10 guys going down there. But now you know, if you lay with this woman and she decides she want to have the child, you on the hook. Or she decides she don't want to have the child, you want to have the child, still you can't do
but
shit about it. And we keep doing the same shit. Rooster,
but
there's
know
nothing you
why?
can
Because
say. We
Hold
keep
on, hold
it's
on,
in
hold
the
on, hold on, hold
nature.
on, hold on, Rooster. Let's just play some more of this video because we way out topic now. Hold on.
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
way out.
Yeah. We
Functioned as an
will.
extended supervision network where everyone knew which kids belonged to which families. Today, this same parenting style would result in calls to Child Protective Services and possible charges of neglect or endangerment. Using belts, switches, and extension cords for discipline was not only accepted, but expected in Black households in the 1980s. When children misbehaved, talked back, or broke rules, physical punishment was the immediate consequence. Parents would send kids outside to pick their own switch from a tree. A belt would come off quickly when disrespect occurred.
Hey, Drip, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Was that because that was the most effective method, or was that because we really didn't know how to talk to our? I'm thinking about that. We used to brag about being abused, bro. We used to brag about, nigga, what a belt, nigga. Yeah, I got extension cords. What, nigga? I had a hanger. What? I got
Yeah,
hit with the whole broomstick. Like we would try to
yeah.
outdo each other, and who got whooped the worst. That's
Right.
crazy to me. But last but not least,
No,
is it really why
but you
why
know,
why did we to land it? Hold on, to land it. So everybody got the question. To land it, was it the most effective, or was it because that's the only thing that we knew to go to? All I know how to do is just beat your ass until you get to F home.
Nah,
I
it was
digress. My
effective
mic
in
is
my
muted.
household. It was effective in my household. Go ahead, Rooster.
no, but I want to
it was
ask a question
affected in
though.
my household
Oh,
too, Dre.
look.
Yeah.
Listen, what I'm saying. It was effective, but based on this video, do we take time to look at who's promoting that right there? Because this sounds like AI. Who's the author of this content? What happened
Yeah.
is, I believe. Listen, what I'm saying. Over the years,
Sure.
those people from the other side, what they doing is they put us in a perpetual motion. They took what
Rooster,
people have been saying over
Rooster,
the
Rooster.
period of
This
years
shit is
and got a
before AI. It's before
listen what I'm
AI.
saying.
Rooster, they're
Nah,
talking
Listen what I'm
about a
saying.
let
time
me get it
before
out.
we
Let me
was
get it
on
out.
computers. Rooster, so
No,
that's
no,
not a
no.
voice.
Listen what I'm saying. No, look. I ain't gonna do
Let me
that
get
with
it
you,
out.
Smitty. I'm finna show you something. The voice. I'm listening to the voice. All of the stuff that's being said by this entity or this person or whatever it is, all it is they done soaked up everything and they putting it out in a black voice. I don't even believe this a real person. Show me who's the author of this. And because
Vic,
this is where
you
we get
still gotta
stuck.
have data though, Vic. It's data that was input
Okay,
into the
but
AI probably. Yeah.
But I'm going to show you something. By
But
this
Rooster, is he
being
lying,
AI,
Is he lying?
no,
Rooster?
listen what I'm saying. But so those are the stories that have been told.
Yeah,
So,
what
what I'm saying is, why? Okay, y'all always speak about the black community being better. Why
Right.
would we promote this shit if it's AI? And then them white folks just soaked up information that they have not lived or been around to one-on-one have talks with
Rooster.
people, but they just got on the internet and got all of this and put it in a black voice and they served it up to you on a platter. I wouldn't play the shit.
Rooster.
That's why we
There's
hear
a
the
Because a
difference
lot of the
between
people,
Rooster.
don't know nothing about that life.
I told
A
you you're
lot of
gonna
these
take
people
us somewhere
don't
else,
even know
bro. We're
life
trying to
without
stay
air
focused,
conditioning,
bro.
bro.
Hold on.
No,
You taking us
no.
somewhere else,
Yeah.
bro.
Rooster, one
You
second.
taking us
Hold on.
off.
But
Let people
no.
rebuttal. Let us rebuttal to you.
I'm
Hold on. Go ahead.
listen what I'm
Smooth
saying though.
D-Rock.
Thank you. So no,
Oh shit.
Rooster. One, we trying to stay
I
on
can't
topic.
talk
So
to
you
you,
give us
Smitty. I see how you talk on platforms.
Rooster.
Rooster. Just let him.
Thank you,
I'm
bro.
okay.
It's a
Let him
difference.
talk to
Let
y'all.
him rebuttal to what you just said, and then let D-Rock, and then, bro, you can finish the point. Go ahead.
Okay, so my rebuttal to the panel, excluding Rooster, all right, is there's a difference. Yeah,
Thank you.
nigga, like we gonna do it like that. There's a difference between telling a story, yeah, that's the story that was told, and the experience being shared. That's not a story. That's not a tall tale. These are things we know for a fact happened because it was not only our friends. Some of it was us. So it's a difference between that. That's all I wanted to get out. D-Rock will get up in there. I digress. My mic is muted.
All right, go ahead, D-Rock, and then
And
Rooster.
stay on topic, Rooster.
Go ahead,
Nah, I
D-Rock.
mean,
You
cause
said
he
exclude me, bro. I was in the corner with my cone hat on. Black Ku Klux Klan, bro. I told you I ain't want to
hold
talk
on,
to
man.
you about
Hold
it.
on.
Hold
Cause
on, Rooster.
no, cause Rooster
On.
had
So
Rooster did have a good
if you
point
say
as far as it being like AI propaganda done in a black voice. That's all true. But we watching this shit so we can debunk it, so we can break it down. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's all we doing, Rooster. You always want to get technical and shit.
But no,
We just
but a lot of times, what the black community don't want to do is, based on this world we live in, within white supremacists and the brown versus yellow and the light skin versus dark, what they'll do is they'll take this right here. But just because they got a black voice, and they'll try to use it as well, black folks leave out the white folks, even though they generated this right using the black voice. It's soothing to the soul. So what a light skinned nigga say? Well, my mama ain't kicked me out the house. And what the dark skinned nigga say? Well, your light skinned ass couldn't come out here and play with us. But all at the same time, the white folks in the background laughing at you, stupid ass motherfucker, not knowing that he's the Wizard of Oz. He's behind the
All
curtains.
right, watch
He's
this. Hey,
scared of
Rooster,
all
watch
you
this.
niggas.
Rooster, watch this.
Hold
It's
on,
real simple. The segment we're talking about is ass whoopings, and now you're going to like white boys and light skin, like bruh. We're trying to stay
But
focused.
see, that's but I thought you
I'm
said
streaming to my
exclude me.
audience too, bruh.
My
I'm streaming to
little
my
Mr.
audience
Intelligent
too.
Man.
I have an audience that wants to hear the topic.
hold on.
I have an audience that wants to hear it. My bad, Drip. My
This
bad,
ain't
Drip.
about you though,
Hold
Smitty.
on,
It ain't
bro.
a,
Hold
That's
on,
crazy,
Rooster.
bro.
Hold on, bro. Like, goddamn, let's just bring it back and get back on to the video topic. And Rooster, we know this is probably AI, but the data was entered into the AI to speak like this. We know that. We just breaking down these points
Right.
of 1980s and comparing them to the points now.
But
That's all we doing. So
what
let me
I
just play
was
some more
bringing to
video.
the
Go ahead.
hey, but Drip, what I was bringing to the forefront, a lot of people didn't know it was AI. I brought it to it because I can hear the sound of the voice and everything. The thing is, the people
Okay.
that don't know, that haven't been outside,
That's
know
not the point.
they're
That's
thinking it's a
not the
black person
point.
saying this. So they'll be walking around mad at a
Hold
black
on,
person for saying
Rooster.
it.
Hold on, Rooster. We know, Rooster.
Hey, Drip, how much to drop him? How much?
Everybody
How
knows what
much?
you
How much? How much to
You
drop him?
ain't doing shit with spend your
How
money.
much to
Trick your
drop
money
him?
out, Big Daddy. Trick your money out,
Because
Big
this shit
Daddy.
ridiculous,
You
bro.
stay in an
Let's
upstairs
at least
neighborhood,
get a good 10
twisting
minutes.
on
Let's
your
at least get a good 10, 15 minutes.
trick your money.
Hold on, Rooster. Hold on.
Now he want to interrupt the bread.
Hold on. No, we don't do that. Hold on.
Extended family members, especially grandmothers, also had permission to discipline children this way. For many black parents in the 1980s, corporal punishment was viewed as necessary training that taught respect and obedience. They believed it kept children from ending up in worse situations. The punishments happened at home, in church, and sometimes even in public. Mothers carried wooden spoons in their purses, and fathers kept belts ready. Today, these same discipline methods would be classified as physical abuse, resulting in arrests, loss of custody, and criminal charges for assault on a minor. Letting kids ride in the back of pickup truck beds on highways and city streets was a common practice that black families thought nothing of in the 1980s.
Watch this.
Go ahead.
You see, Drip, let me point this out real quick. You notice how on the internet they say black fathers weren't around, but in this segment of the video, he said black fathers kept belts ready, also portraying the abuse. So basically, black parents are abusive. That's what they saying, bro. But every video y'all see or every live stream, they say fathers were in the house. The women kicked them out. So how a black father got a goddamn belt to be in goddamn kids that they absent out of their kid life? So that's what I'm saying. Perpetuating the bullshit that white folks create, that y'all can upload anything into an AI generated thing and blackwash it with a black voice, and now you got nigga in the street, you're gonna be mad at a black person that they didn't say the shit. They just heard stories and they just chopped it all up and put it in the AI.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what
we know
but
that.
keeping the dark skinned against the light skinned, the young against the old, and all that. Go ahead.
All right. Hold on,
I'm smarter than the average guy, Yogi.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Shout out to okay, that's Andre. Okay, what
Children would pile into truck beds for trips to the store, church, or family gatherings. They sat on wheel wells, stood holding the sides, or sprawled out on blankets. There were no seat belts or safety restraints, and nobody worried about accidents. For black families with large numbers of kids or limited vehicles, the truck bed was simply extra seating. Kids loved it because it felt like an adventure with wind rushing through their hair. Parents saw it as practical transportation that got everyone where they needed to be. Some families even let children ride in the back during long road trips. Nobody questioned the safety of this arrangement because it was so widespread. Today, this practice is illegal in most states, and parents would face charges of child endangerment, reckless driving, and violations of safety laws if caught transporting children this way. Leaving young children home alone for hours while parents worked was a necessity that black families managed without hesitation in the 1980s. Kids as young as 7 or 8.
Yes, sir.
Yo, my gosh, yes, bruh. That is so the story of my life. I was literally one of them. I had one babysitter. Her name was Erica. I'll never forget. She was abusive to me and my sister, just physically. I was never like touched on like that enough. Nah, just she used to like, smack me in the back of my head, pop my lip, lock me on the balcony when it's cold outside, not give me my jacket. She was real abusive. Long story short, after that, my parents ain't have no choice, bruh. So like now it's winter time, right? So we all know it get dark around 5. When you like 10 years old and right now it ain't late and you still waiting for your people to get home around 7:38, bro, that felt like eternity. I used to be in that house with every single light and door open, every closet, every bathroom, everything was turned on, and I would always blast music. And I remember that. In my parents' day, they really didn't have a choice. The only other option was like how Shanika said, was like grandma and them, auntie and them, big sis or whoever. So I just wanted to throw that in. I definitely was one of those kids at like the age, I'm talking about as early as like, man, 4th grade. I used to go home by myself and my mom always would say, call me when you get home from school. That was, I don't know if anybody else had to do that. I had to call her at her job. To this very day, I still know her number and she's been retired for over 10 years. I still know 202-879-3862. I dialed that all throughout my days and stuff. So I just wanted to throw that in there, bro. Go ahead, rock out. Anybody else? I don't know. Rock out. I digress.
I was a latchkey kid too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had.
My
I was
mom
there
used
by
to make me
myself.
she used to make me cook the rice and the vegetables, and then because she didn't trust me with frying the meat, so when she came home, she'll fry the chicken. Okay, I was
Yep,
the only
those
one.
were them days.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
No,
yeah, I had to cook.
you weren't the only one.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, go back because I like where they stopped it
I
at.
hate.
That
I
point, I
hate when
wanted
I
to
do
read
that.
that
When I
part.
hit that button.
Yeah, I tried to hit the play button, and then
I know. I hate that you hit that arrow. I hate that shit. Go ahead though. You good, man?
Where you wanted to see D-Rock? I'm sorry.
You can play it right there because they still talking about it, I think.
Oh, okay.
And potential child endangerment charges for driving with improperly restrained minors. Smoking cigarettes indoors around children was completely acceptable behavior that black parents engaged in throughout the 1980s without concern. Parents smoked at the kitchen table while kids ate breakfast, in the living room during television time, and in the car with windows rolled up. Cigarette smoke filled homes constantly, with ashtrays on every surface. Children were so accustomed to secondhand smoke, they barely noticed it anymore. Grandmothers smoked while holding babies, and parents lit up in restaurants and waiting rooms. For black families in the 1980s, smoking was a personal choice adults made without thinking about how it affected children. Kids grew up in houses where multiple adults smoked heavily, creating a constant haze. Nobody talked about secondhand smoke dangers or health risks. Today, smoking around children is recognized as harmful, and in some jurisdictions can be considered a form of child abuse or neglect that may involve social services intervention. Letting kindergarten and first grade children walk to school alone or with slightly older siblings was standard practice for black families in the 1980s.
That ain't nothing new.
5- and 6-year-old children would leave the house in the morning, walk several blocks.
If y'all had lived in a certain part of the damn district, if you lived too close to the school for the bus to come and get your ass, you were walking.
Hey, D-Rock, let's be
Exactly.
honest,
I just want to see
D-Rock.
him break dance
We
one more
had the
time.
community. All of us walked together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that as much unless you live in the suburbs or some shit. And by the way, as far as those secondhand smoke is concerned, I remember as a kid, there was a barbershop I used to go to. They used to smoke up and down that motherfucker. Had me coming outside smell like cigarette smoke. I'm like, oh, but they stopped that after a while. Just saying.
That just was the
Yo,
black
man.
community. Man, get out of here, man.
Yeah, it wasn't just the black community. I mean, that's why I get what you were saying about this being propaganda, because everybody was doing that shit. The Marlboro Man, probably the oldest billboard in the damn country. Stop that shit.
Mhm.
In the 1980s, 5- and 6-year-old children would leave the house in the morning, walk several blocks, cross busy streets, and arrive without adult supervision. Parents trusted that their children knew the route and would make it on time. Older siblings who were only 7 or 8 were put in charge of walking younger kids. These children navigated neighborhoods and handled unexpected situations entirely on their own. For black parents, managing work schedules and multiple children, walking to school taught independence. Kids learned to pay attention and look out for each other. Some walked over a mile each way regardless of weather. They knew which neighbors were safe to approach if needed. Today, children this young walking unsupervised would trigger concerned calls and potential investigations into whether parents provide adequate supervision. Giving other trusted adults permission to spank or discipline your children was a community agreement that black families honored in the 1980s. Parents told teachers, neighbors, relatives, and church members that if a child misbehaved, those adults had authority to administer physical punishment.
Pop their ass. They
Man,
get out of line.
let me tell you.
Neighbors,
when I was a kid,
members.
When I was a child, if I ever acted up in school, my mama going upside, left side, down my head, in every which direction. She didn't question teachers. She didn't question neighbors. She gave me the side out like, boy, why the fuck you do this shit? And yes, and yes, they had the authority to punish my ass if I ever acted up. These days, man, you can't tell my child what to do. Get the fuck up out of here. Your child acting out of pocket, I'm gonna discipline him.
Okay.
And
So
keep in mind, I
let's
work for a
open that
school
up.
bus district, so I see this kind of shit happening, you know, where parents don't give a fuck what their
So,
kids do in
Hustler.
school. We can't discipline them.
So, Hustler, let's unpack that briefly and then get back to the video. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. All right. So look, right. So, what do you think is the root cause of why that stopped? What do you think changed that dynamic?
That's a
The
very good
generation
question. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you.
I feel like it started with Gen X and millennials. We decided like we don't want to raise our children the way that our parents raised us, and it's a form of rebellion. Like I'm not whooping my child because you whoop me and I ain't like it, so I'm gonna do the
Right,
complete
right.
opposite and show you that it can still work without me having to whoop them, and it don't work.
So you really saying bring back spankings, Shanika? I'm talking about the respectful ones, not the
Yes,
extension cords.
yes,
Just
yes. A controlled,
hand to behind. Yeah. Okay.
yes, a controlled form of discipline is what I suggest. It doesn't always have to go to the extreme of spanking, but I don't think that spanking should be off the table. No.
You shouldn't have to get locked up for that. Do you all believe, last but not least, there's too much outside intervention that's preventing parents from being able to truly parent how they want to parent? From schools, if your kid reports you, I mean, all of that. Do you think it's too
Nope.
much outside governmental influence? Talk about that
I,
briefly, and let's go and get back to it.
I think it's the opposite. I think that they're not intervening enough. A lot of schools turn a blind eye to the stuff that they see because they're afraid of how the parents are going to react. I have seen, I remember after a parent teacher conference with one of my kids' teacher and the principal, they were thanking me for being so respectful and mature. And I thought that was so weird. And they were like, girls, some of these parents that came in here flipping out. And that's the reason why we had to have a principal in here because they don't know how to act.
Ain't that some shit?
Hey, Shanika, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's be honest. Anybody that was in school when they had discipline, right? It typically was the PE coach or the principal. They never just abuse your damn child. And now we got this thing in our head. Well, I guess what? This way is better. That a child can go up there and disrupt the whole damn class, right?
Yep.
And that's why I'm not really a big proponent on public school discipline because now look what happens, right? You got the parents that show up at the school, you know your damn child got S on his report card, he the clown that's in the school that's making all the noise and all the disruption and fighting the teacher. And guess what? When the teacher reports it, and then the parent comes in and fight the teacher, the world has shifted. I'm telling you, this is the overcorrection. Now, if a teacher is just picking on your child, that's one thing. But then the overcorrection, my child, whatever my child says is right, and you don't believe that in your own damn house. Don't worry about it. It's getting worse, and we keep honoring to. Oh, and I love when people say, "Well, you think whooping somebody's ass is gonna make shit better?" When did you shut the fuck up? When you went to prison, and when your ass is on the street, you meet D-Rock or meet me, and I punch you in your fucking face. Why do we have to go that far to learn? We're talking about the you. If you don't understand consequences as adults, we talk a lot of shit on this goddamn platform, and then we've seen people get deleted off of this platform. It's consequences. Why we want our children to go through that? If you think that whooping a child is gonna be whatever. No, everything is measured. No, But you let a person get away with things long enough
Hmm?
until they meet a demon like me or D Rock and not going to put up with none of your bullshit. Why we putting the
Mr.
children
Stan,
through
ain't
adult
nobody in
things?
these spaces right here that got deleted. Not in these spaces. This is fairy tale land over here. People
Hey, wait a
being the
minute, wait
need
a
to whatever.
minute.
Ain't
Hey,
nobody got
Shanika,
deleted
I
in these.
show
Not in
you.
this space.
Hey,
Not in
Shanika,
this
I
space.
will show you. I'm talking about social
Not
media, man.
in
When I
this
say these
space.
space, I'm talking
Okay,
about
yeah,
social
social
media.
media. Certain.
Social
That's why
media,
certain
man.
people from these play
See,
areas don't
watch
go
it,
to the beef circuit
watch it,
because they
watch
actually
it,
got videos where they're straightening somebody. Not
watch
in this
it,
space. In
and
this
watch
space,
it,
this space
watch
is
it,
full of people who will conform to
We just
anything
gonna pay
that
attention
makes
until
them
we
watch
think that
it.
they
graduate.
can get
God
close to a
damn.
content creator, bro.
Hey, Rooster,
No,
Rooster. All
no,
this
not in this
stuff
space, man.
bleeds out. This stuff all bleeds out. They started somewhere. I'm telling you. It all bleeds out. We always want to talk about in my little corner of my world, right? And that ain't happened to me yet until you get the pumpkin head. This stuff, all the things that happen in life, it gets bigger. And we just want to talk about it didn't happen to me yet until it happens to you. Nobody cares about health until it's your health. Nobody cares about raising these damn balloons and these damn shirts until it happened to you directly. It's happening. It's happening. And we're not teaching our youth to be resilient, to understand what life is. And even as adults, we can't even rationalize it. I'm
Mm.
telling you, Rooster, I've heard you. Man, my wife, she told her shit, and I told my shit, and we're gonna do all this. Y'all adults talking this shit, right? Cool. But the youth, why do we even got to get to that point? Because adults, we keep talking this clickety clack bullshit. I'm concentrating on the youth and getting back to the video is that I've never, I've been through this system called public schools. None of them ever abused us like that. They're joking. They said, "Hey, touch your toes. You're gonna get this gas." And that joker give you three pops, and you said, "Man, I don't want that shit again." And they took that away. And now we left it to the degenerate ass parents, just like people said earlier. I think D Rock said it. He said, "Hey, man, everybody ain't equipped to learn and how to raise the children." I agree. Well, if nobody intervenes, we had the stupid and deplorable shit that happened on the planet. And I'll land the plane with this. Thanksgiving weekend in California, these jokers shot up a kids' party because nobody gave discipline. You think for 1 second that you think that the world, and let's keep it to America, that we trust you, that you're going to do the right thing? Are you serious? That's why they got them stormtroopers on the damn ground. Because y'all think y'all got the answer and you just tell your children, "Hey, man, we're going to do this thing." Nah, the rest of the world is getting tired of this bullshit. Why should my children be offended because you decide to tell your children that it's okay to disrespect
But
anybody?
Stan, real quick. All right. So
You
in a
got
nutshell, please. No. For you. In a
go
nutshell,
ahead.
so we stay fully focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm just driving the RV for a quick second so folks can chill. Stan. So what was the breaking point when, like, what you're talking about, this segment in particular that we're on, I don't know if this is what, 24, 25, 26. What exactly do you think was the disconnect? Like, how did we get to this point where it used to be parents respected parents like shit? Your aunt can give you a spanking, so can grandma. Look, I remember the days of being in school. Yes, my teacher was allowed to pop my hand. I had to put my hand out. She'll pop my hand, and I go stand in the corner, bro. I literally have went through that in the '80s. Okay, so what was the disconnect? Why are parents so disrespectful to other parents and other forms of authority now?
Because we felt
Uh,
like the old way didn't work, and that's why we're
yeah,
trying to change it drastically. But we've gone from one extreme to the other, and
we
that
overcorrected.
yeah,
We,
exactly.
No,
yeah,
no, that ain't what happened either. Y'all don't understand. It's a thing
it,
called gentrification that happened, and
no,
it's
let,
also a thing. Hold on, bro. It's also a thing called the destruction of these neighborhoods. See, the reason why we had the communities that we had back then, because them folks didn't just know each other; they knew each other for a long time.
Hey,
You
D
know what I'm
Rock.
saying? Like they knew each other for generations, and
Yeah,
D
then
but
we
Rock.
came along.
people won't
D
even let
Rock.
their own people touch their kids because you got people
I
that
mean,
that'll tell the
Hey, D
father of their
Rock.
children they can't beat them, the grandma can't beat them. They'll even look at family, not
And
even.
that was way before gentrification. That was way before that. I'm gonna tell you this.
you know what I'm saying that
It
was
it
nails in the
it
coffin.
was way before gentrification. I'm telling you this. When we switched over, that the community was supposed to govern the community, and it makes so bad. We can go even closer. That your own auntie or uncle could ever discipline your children. That was way before gentrification. And whatever you say, this is how it's going to be. I'm telling you, if we don't educate people that's not educated, and I'll land the plane with this one. How did the people that dropped out of high school and all these things and put our smart ass through college managed to leave things behind for us? And now we so smart, we done got shit. We don't have a family. We don't have community. How did they do it? We thought we were bigger and better than them. We thought we were smarter than them. We
Yep.
thought they would had it. We thought we thinking we got it right. How did they make all this shit? And now all you smart
Mr.
motherfuckers
Steve,
ain't got shit to leave. Y'all don't have
you
anything.
know how they
Rooster,
did it?
hold on one second.
They,
Go ahead, Rooster. Go. You got it.
no, I'm saying you know how they did it because they had a fine-tuned sense of family, even though it wasn't blood relatives, friends was considered family. They had tribalism going on. A friend is my friend, and your cousins, like even like children that was born like with different parents, they called each other cousins. Everybody was like tight knit. Right now, you got people that don't even have no association with the family that they left. Right? You got women and men that's moving to total different states just for a job and not even taking these kids back to see the people that they come from. So now you wonder why black folks losing everything, property being gone. You never did tell your kids that long way back in the great state of Mississippi, your folks had probably 200 acres. But now y'all ain't paid the taxes on it because you so upset and mad, you forgot to pay 50 cents on the taxes. Now you done lost 200 acres. The way you could have started a whole nother generation of people that had that same tribalism. Well, I don't want to stay in the big city. All y'all want to be country cousins, move out the city, move out here on this family compound, do this. Y'all got a lot of people that don't even know where they come from. They was they kids of the struggle of people running from the south, getting into these big cities, and they forming families with strangers. Bro, how they gonna tell you something? And how they gonna tell you something? How you gonna get a second generation of folks that come from a good nation of folks that didn't go back to see them folks, but they stand up there with some folks they don't know nothing about, but they form friends and family relationships with them strangers, but they on the internet telling y'all how to be a tribe or a group, how to get it together. Bro, y'all crazy as hell.
Hey
Man,
Rooster, let me tell you this. We grow, I guess what it was city, and guess what? Every summer we would go to the country. We worked in the fields. We went to the slaughterhouse, and we had to prime the pump. And Rooster, you know what that is? Prime the pump. That was my foundation
Nick, you can
because
play the
I
video.
always
yeah.
knew that no matter what happens, forget my money, forget the riches. I always had a home. Now nobody know where home is anymore. And that's what we screwing this shit up. And then guess
Yeah,
what? We
they
took
don't
them
know what
from
they
the
roots at.
country. We took the country. Man, the summer was long, right? So we
Yeah.
brought them and we showed them the other side. So they learn how to be able to negotiate and do certain things. But we quit teaching each other. Man, well, I was chucking this shit. They say, whatever you pick, you got to do this and you can take this home with you. I'm telling you this, man. I used to go there every summer and they used to come to us every summer. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, never forget where you came from because when all hell breaks loose, you self delete because you think that you don't have a family. And
But
now,
Stan, the
where's
thing
the
is,
family?
the thing is, a lot of times that's why I put it on the parents. A lot of times the parents know where they come from, but they want to be so uppity because they done found a new job in a new city, and guess what they'll do? They'll go gain all that information and knowledge and don't want to take none back. Oh, you ain't like them folk down there. Some of them wanted to stay. But guess what? The reason why we stayed is because we holding up the foundation. The only reason why you're up there or anywhere you at, because we hold up the grounds that you able to walk on to get to where you at. That's why we look at a lot of family members that ran off throughout the struggles and everything. They ran off and then they don't come back until they strung out on dope or whatever. Then
Oh,
that's when the table turned and we treat your
Roscoe
stupid
Jenkins.
ass. That's why we treat your stupid ass like we treat you. Cause you done went up there and thought you was bigger than the program. No, we the foundation, we the brick and mortar, we the concrete, we the shit that allowed you to leave.
All
Hey,
right,
hey, Rooster.
back to the video, y'all. We're going too far.
No,
Yeah,
well, let's
no, we
talk
got to
about
get
the
on the
video.
Discord to talk about some
Let's,
black shit. You
yeah,
know,
but let's talk about the video.
I ain't for TV. I ain't PG
But the
rated. This shit rated
thing,
R.
but
I
the
got
thing they was talking about in the video that was so detrimental, and that's what produced the biggest people on the planet that got their own companies, and these jokers are CEOs and all this other stuff. Now, what are we producing now? Where did we miss it at? The people that came from the struggle, they the biggest people. And but we cloud them. We try to put a shade over their light. I'm telling you, man, and and hey, Ruth, we'll talk about it in Discord, but I'm telling you, it's like we lost the foundation. Now that what how we was raised was bad. Look what you're seeing now, fentanyl and all these other things. I can't take anything, so I'm delete myself. We didn't have that growing up. I land the
no,
plane there.
cause a lot of the
All right.
stuff. Look, Stan, a lot of the things that black people do, and I don't like using black
Hey,
because I
we got
think.
to get back to the video, y'all. We got to get
Okay,
back
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
let's get back to the
Yeah.
video.
But yeah, go ahead. We had to do a Discord. Cause I can't. I ain't PG rated, bro. I'm.
Come on,
I'm.
hold on. Come on, D-Rock, you press play.
All right.
Appreciate it.
If a neighbor caught a kid doing something wrong, they could whip that child and then call the parents. Teachers use paddles in schools with parents' full support. Church mothers discipline children during services, and parents thank them afterward. For black families, this collective discipline approach reinforced that children had to behave everywhere. Kids understood that any adult in their community could correct them physically if they stepped out of line. This created accountability where poor behavior had immediate consequences. Today, allowing others to physically discipline your child would result in assault charges against the adult and possible neglect charges against the parents. Making children answer the phone and take detailed messages for adults was a responsibility that black kids handled regularly in the 1980s. When the phone rang, children as young as 5 or 6 were expected to answer politely, ask who was calling, and either take a message or find the adult.
What happened?
What y'all? I
Oh,
paused it right
Lord,
there. What y'all?
okay,
What y'all
okay.
think about that? Y'all think that's
That's
true?
the truth. Yeah, that's a fact. You can answer that spindle phone, the one you had to put your finger in and dial. And when you answer that phone, if the phone
rotary
ringing
phone.
and you grab, yeah, the rotary phone. When you answer that phone, you always answer politely because you don't know if them folks calling from the parent's job, which probably gonna be some white folk. You answer it, and you know to relay the message good, because you remember the telephone game, right? You got to relay that message because you don't want to go back to grandmama and some get misconstrued and you get your ass whooped because she done cuss somebody out and you ain't say what the message said. So that's what I'm saying. All that stuff, yeah, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? They were just training children how to be precise. But right now, the children don't have to be precise. They can stay in the bed all day because we as people, we have been kind of trained that there's nobody's going to save you. So I'd rather do it on my own so I can do it right. I can't depend on the kids. I can't depend on my mate. Can't depend on nothing. We are being trained to not trust anybody to handle anything for us. And that's our detriment right there in the community. We can't depend on uncle or brother to do this. We can't give them $5 to go to
I
the
don't think
store.
it's training though, Roos. I don't know about the training, bro. Because everybody, some people
It's a
just fucked up
training.
like that.
No, it's social training, bro. Just think about it. If you like Drip, if you was raised to where you like a lot of times, we used to have the boy that threw the newspapers or whatever. Come on,
Right.
if you got a lazy child of right now, these days, they'll be trying to find a way to not throw the newspaper and get paid. You see truck drivers do it, bro. You see some of these truck drivers. We had a truck driver that dumped some gas, bro. The nigga dumped gas because he wanted to get home on time, bro.
Wow.
The nigga dumped gas, bro. A flammable product somewhere, probably to kill fish or whatever, because he didn't want to complete his full route. These are the people we are dealing with today, just along with these kids.
Okay, hold on. Anybody else got anything to say about it? We gotta get the full panel. Give
Yeah, Drip, real quick.
I'll go last.
Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. This is the thing, right? So all this LOL and all this stuff, technology can be good, but it can be a detriment. Most people can't even spell laugh out loud and all this other stuff, right?
Wow.
Because back in the day, you had to articulate your words and all these things. And now look at AI, right? Because you can't complete a thought. I'm telling you, I don't know. When I say I don't know, I know how we got caught up in the same damn rat race. The thing that made us successful as a community, which they say community ain't there, right? Okay, right? And that's out. The jury's still out on that. Is that we stopped using what we gained when we had nothing, and now we got something. You think you smart? You the dumbest person on the planet because they'll punch you in the fucking face because now you alone when you had a whole family behind you, and just like Rooster said, the family, all these politicians and all these things, the reason why they didn't mess with you because they knew your family had you back. Now the family don't have your back anymore because you forgot about them. And I land the plane there.
Go ahead, D-Rock.
Well, as far as answering that phone shit, my mama didn't play that. You ain't paid the phone bill, don't answer that goddamn phone. The only time I could answer the phone was if she was home and she told me to answer the phone. But other than that, nah, we didn't play with the phones until we got to a certain age. It wasn't no just willy nilly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Go ahead, Shanika.
I actually concur with D-Rock. I was never, now that I think about it, hindsight being 2020, I was never given no instructions to answer the phone. But actually, I didn't get to a certain age and they told me to. I just got to a certain age and they didn't say anything to me anymore. Like around 10. I say around 8, 9, 10, around that time. But anything before that, no. And to talk on the topic specifically briefly, everything we're seeing right now is about the lack of like chivalry, right? So when we say chivalry is dead, I don't know why we just try to attribute that only as men to women. No, chivalry goes for like the youth to the elders. It goes from the healthy to the weak, right? Chivalry is basically hospitality. That's all. Like in a nutshell, it's to be hospitable, as in what a hospital is supposed to be. That's the derivative of the word hospital, hospitality. Staying on topic, we have lost that. Like, yeah, talking about answering the phone. How we answered the phone was how we were supposed to conduct ourselves when we stepped outside the house. I'm supposed to answer the same way. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. How are you? 1 second, please. Please and thank you. Have a great day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. All of these things are lost. Now, I'm not going to say it's lost because there's still some awesome parents out here, and I don't want to ever sound like one of the people that do that. But let's just say it's nowhere near as strong on the forefront as it used to be. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, Drip. Rock out. You got it.
Let me get you to the drip. I was always in my grandmama house and all the houses I was ever raised in. I was always allowed to answer the phone. They would probably be in the back, in the bed, or outside, or doing whatever they're doing. Run in the house and answer their phone. I would always answer the phone. I was able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they'll say, and then even white people back in the days, I was born in 1985, right? Even when I was like able to talk, I could answer the phone. It was white people say, "How you doing, little such and such, or whatever." Got respect from them. I answer the phone, and they say, "Couldn't you go get your grandmama, or could you go get such and such?" And I do that. And hey, here's the phone. Bam, job done. It wasn't damn time that I couldn't answer the phone. If they was outside in the garden
Hey,
doing
Rooster,
whatever,
Rooster. Real quick, Rooster.
I
No,
don't
and
get
this is
that.
respectfully. Now I don't know about Stan. The main reason why my parents, and I remember my mother telling me this when I was very young, one time, she used to talk a lot about basically what we call stranger danger. You don't never know who calling. You see what I'm saying? And them hearing you, are you at home alone? Oh no, my mom's not here. Oh really? That type of mode. This is back in the day when like all the shows would end off with some kind of safety tip. Remember, kids, don't do da da da. This is when we used to have that. You see what I'm saying? So
Hold
my
on,
mom
Smith.
was big on no, rock out, Stan. Go ahead. You know
No,
where I'm going, bro. You know
I
where I'm
just
going.
want to. I just want to add this on there. Back then, they had your damn number and your address in the phone book.
Facts. You
So
see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
anybody could just call
Yeah,
the
the real
house.
yellow pages. The real
hell
yellow
yeah,
pages, bro.
Yeah, man.
damn
So
right.
that's the main reason why my people's particularly real quick, and I'll never forget it. Like, yeah, don't answer the phone. We'll deal with that. We not home because I always knew like I could call my mom at work and my dad literally worked right across the street. I could literally leave the apartment anytime. I lived in Delphi. He was right across the street. And so that was a good convenience. Dad was close. But no, I just wanted to throw that in, Rooster, real quick. It was about stranger danger, not you
Yeah,
too
but
young to
see,
answer the phone. That's all.
Right, because my
no,
mama
you
was
know how I'm too
my
young, man.
mom.
I'm 40 years old, man. I'm
Yeah, what I'm
40
saying,
years old, bro.
but how my household was set up, being that my mom was a single mom, if she was at work and she called home, she'll leave it on the answer machine that, hey, this is me calling. Other than that, you don't answer that damn phone to let people know that you home by yourself.
Hey, can we
See, y'all
understand that?
speaking. Hold on, y'all
Yes,
speaking
Stan.
from privilege
Exactly,
too.
Stan.
Y'all
Exactly.
speaking. Y'all also speaking from privilege because a lot of houses did not have uh recordings, answer machines. The one you put the little tape in it and you can rewind
Yeah,
it back.
that little piece of shit tape. Yeah.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying.
What up, Chocolate?
The
Hit the
whole
link.
thing was in our life, in certain people's life. I'm saying in certain people's life, there was always at least one grown person because we had real elder people. There was always a room in the back where uncle was or auntie that came from somewhere. They chill and they be around the house. There was never in my life there was never a vacant house. No, people go out and do whatever they do. They chop
Yeah,
in
well,
cotton in the fields or whatever.
salute to that.
It was
Salute to
somebody
that.
around.
Yeah,
So
salute to
I
you for
had a
that.
real
I'm just
tight knit.
saying,
I
yeah,
had a real so that's why I say you can't lump me in the barrel. There was
I
always
ain't,
an older cousin, an
I ain't
older
Uh,
trying
sibling,
to. All I'm saying is my
uh,
upbringing wasn't quite like that.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the runaway part of it. That's what I was talking about. People
Bro.
put y'all in situations where y'all didn't have the major group economics of the family able to come over and stop by, check in, and say, hey, who asked, who called, or pick up the mail, take it in the house, or whatever. Every single day of my life, there was somebody over the age of 35 around me. That's the difference between me and y'all. And then when I was a little kid, my people that was called elders, some of them folks were 80 years old back then. That's the difference. Some of them folks were 70, 60, 50 years old right then. See, y'all talking about folks that's in their 40s.
Hold on, Rooster. We
That
out
y'all
topic
call
again.
granddad and shit.
Hold
Oh
on,
man,
Rooster.
hell
We
no.
out topic again. We got to get back to the video. We got to finish the video. We got to finish the video because people betting on us that we ain't gonna finish the video. We got to finish it. So
Kids answered calls from bill collectors, employers, family members, and strangers, providing information about whether parents were home. They wrote down phone numbers and names and were expected to relay information accurately. For Black parents, this taught telephone etiquette, responsibility, and communication skills. Kids learned to speak clearly and ask appropriate questions. They screened calls for parents who did not want to talk to certain people. Children also answered the door for visitors. Today, having young children answer phones and provide information to strangers would be seen as a safety risk and poor judgment that exposes kids to potential dangers. Letting kids drink alcohol-laced beverages at family gatherings was a practice that Black families participated in during the 1980s without viewing it as problematic. Uncles would give
what y'all think?
Drip. Let me go ahead because I'm gonna get back to home.
They ain't lying. They ain't lying.
Hold on.
I heard of people doing this kind of shit in the 80s, but I never, thankfully, nobody in my family ever did that shit. But I know I got a homeboy that said he was a victim of that. Took some shit that was laced with alcohol until maybe 10 years later.
Go ahead.
Shit you been drinking all these years, yep, had alcohol in it.
Hold on. Why would you call him?
Hold on, Rooster. Hold on.
Oh boy, I don't like these fairy tale conversations.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick. Now it's right along the lines of what Usler was saying. He kind of somewhat beat me to it. We actually come from the days, man, of again, just like all we knew was an ass whooping. When the baby was crying too much, yeah, man. Folks used to lace that, man. My mother used to get it laced. I remember her telling me stories about that. She used to get
Put
it
some
laced.
rum on his gums.
Man, what? That was that? Yeah, with teasing, yes. Like not no kind of like Novocaine or something. You know, I mean, like something from the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, just man, give him that Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Right that bourbon on his lips. Be all right. And so, yeah. So in a nutshell, but I would never forget. I would never forget. I was over my homeboy Jimmy house. Now, mind you, he was already still too young to smoke. This when I first started smoking weed, and I had that homeboy who parents allowed us to smoke in the house. I'm about 16, so all of us around 16, me and my homies, dog. His parents let us smoke in the house because he had the type of parents that said, "I'd rather y'all do it in here before you get arrested." So his little brother Georgie comes out. This is where I'm going to the landing. Georgie comes out. He sits down Indian style. This white boy has on nothing more than some like basketball shorts, and that's it. And he just sit down Indian style. He says, "Pack me a bowl." So he had a bowl packed up, and I saw his mother hand it to him at 11. At 11, he was 11 years old. And she was packing bowl packs of weed for him. And then he grabbed two Marlboro Reds, because they was white folks. He grabbed two Marlboro Reds out of the pack and went to his room. And all you smelled was cigarette smoke coming from his room.
And see, that wasn't happening in no black
fucking
folks'
years
house.
old.
See, that wasn't happening in no black folks' house. Right there. That right
On
there
topic,
wasn't
Rooster, but go
happening.
ahead.
I'm saying. But
Rooster,
that wasn't happening in no
That's
black
not true. That's
Y'all
not
were
true.
hanging out the window with a new pope.
That's not true, Bruce. I know a nigga that's blacker than black nigga. Mom and daddy, bro. Daddy was a dope dealer back in the day. Mama was a entertainer allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And bro, yes, bro was
Y'all
real
ain't
good.
talking about sane-minded people, bro. But y'all
Come
look,
Oh
on,
my
man.
y'all,
God.
bro, y'all are not. Look,
Okay, go ahead.
in one token, drip. Y'all will be trying to make these conversations go towards the sane-minded people.
No, I'm
But
just
y'all
telling you
talking
what I
about a
see before.
person. But I'm just saying, y'all, you can expect a nigga that's a
Tap
dope
me in,
dealer
coach.
and their mama is a hoe to let their kids smoke dope.
I'm just saying, Rooster.
Come on. How you gonna say something about your kids smoking dope when your daddy sell all the shit and your mama sell pussy? You can't say nothing about that child smoking. Both of y'all hell, the pot can't call the kettle black. But
Look,
I'm talking about
nigga.
sane-minded
I'm
people
talking about.
with no.
Hold on, Rooster. Hold on. I'm talking. Look, that's why I said allegedly entertainer. We used to just see her come home late. When my mama would see her come home late, so she'd tell my daddy, and I hear him talking. But now, bro, his daddy was an ex-drug dealer. Bro was working at a plant, but clearly he got all the ways, everything. Because, bro, I'm telling you, they was the ones that was like, I'd rather you do it here than, bro. He was the nigga that we would try to go spend the night over his house because his parents let girls stay over there.
Tap
They
me
wouldn't
in,
mind.
coach.
They wouldn't mind. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Drip, this is, and I'm gonna land the plane here, man, and everybody have a good evening. It's just like, we knowing all this shit. Why do we keep repeating the bad shit? Y'all just sit up here and articulating this happened and that happened. What's our excuse?
Stan, we commenting on content. We reacting
No,
to
no, 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 no. Drip,
these
I'm not
points.
talking about the content. I'm telling you, the same people that's been on panel after panel, that's still talking all this clickety clack bullshit. Why are you putting your children through the same shit that you've seen?
But who said that we
When you
are?
gonna step up?
Who you talking about?
Right.
Who you
Wait a
talking
minute.
about?
Wait a
His name
minute. No, I'm not who I'm
How we
talking
got
about.
there?
You talking about we reacting to content. Cool. No problem. Now, why your child sitting there smoking dope and the joker still not going to school, stepfathers and all that bullshit? Hey, Drip, you'll understand it better when you have your children.
That's for
See,
sure.
because at the end of the day, what happens? All these jokers talking this clickety clack bullshit, they said that I went through all this shit. And then they have children, and their children go through worse. And there's no excuse for that bullshit. All you smart people on the planet. And guess what their excuse is? Well, people got to go through life. Well, that's what they said about you.
But Stan, they do got to go through life because what you deployed for 17 times. So
Wait a minute. No, Drip, listen what I'm saying. It's
That
not
was
about a
voluntarily.
solution.
no,
I'm
Stan,
telling
I'm
you
just saying,
this.
no, Stan, I'm saying you being gone from your kids' life.
Drip.
I mean, you know
Hey,
what I'm saying? How
hey,
you think
Drip.
that was,
The
was
difference is, the difference is, I
yeah.
didn't go smoke no drugs, and
Okay.
I didn't go out here and mistreat my wife and have a bunch of babies all over the goddamn place.
Okay.
Nobody is
Full
astounded
standard.
from all this bullshit. Now y'all set on y'all fat ass, cause I see y'all getting bigger and bigger, and y'all doing all the wrong shit on the goddamn planet. What's your fucking excuse? Why
They
you
said
don't have a family? And why don't you do right by your goddamn family? I'm telling you, fuck the bullshit. I'm tired of all these grown ass motherfuckers, and I'm leaving the women out of it. Why these grown ass men keep repeating the shit that they complain about every fucking day? Are y'all serious? Now you
um,
got a child, a newborn baby. I went through all this and I don't want them to go through that. Do they say that? Figure out your own way.
but
Stand,
Stan,
stand.
you
Y'all
can't
need to
say figure
fucking
out our
stop
own way
all this
because
crying ass
they did
shit.
too. If you say figure out our own way, Stan, then you doing the same bullshit too.
No, I'm saying telling the children to figure out their own goddamn way. Bruh, before I joined this shit, My children went through private school. And thank God for my late father, my hero, my late mother, the matriarch of the family. I said, if I make this choice, I got to make provision. I don't come up here crying about my goddamn children and what
Right.
I fucking done.
True.
I
That's
don't
true.
give a fuck. I just like Rooster said very early on, and when they were playing the video, it was 7 years and all that. Man, I was in my children's life, and they would cut all y'all goddamn heads off y'all goddamn shoulder. I'm telling you, I don't give a shit about that. What is y'all excuse? Y'all keep complaining about shit, and then y'all repeat the same ass bullshit, bro. That's what I'm saying. We keep making all these goddamn excuses for adults, and then we create children, and then we wonder why our children turn out just as deplorable as we have been.
Now, Stan, now you know what they gonna tell me with Drip. You different. Well, Stan, you different. You was able to maintain that bond. You was able to get great
Hey,
kids.
Drip, we got to
Great,
give the message out, Drip. We got to
no, no,
give the message out.
yeah, but Stan, I feel you. But my thing is this though, like just like how y'all be telling me, "Oh, Drip, you goddamn, you different, you 101." That's all that old bullshit. Stan, you did an
I,
excellent job. You're a great parent. You and your wife did an
hey,
excellent job
Drip,
because y'all,
it's
you know,
not
raised
just
you up.
me, Drip. I gave it to other people.
Stan, but
I don't give
every
a damn about this clickety ass bullshit. These guys that be on these panels, they don't give a shit about their goddamn children if they be honest. Oh, well, she didn't listen what I said. You take your little $150 that you give it to child support and complain about it, Drip. Like that's what it takes to raise a goddamn child. I'm done listening to this goofy ass shit.
Oh,
That is dumb. That is dumb. $150 a month ruins your life, bruh. It's about the damn child. It's about the child.
Hey Stan,
I
do you
stand
not
on what
know
I am.
I feel like you
Do you
should have
not know
blamed.
how many people? Do you know how many people make about 75 to 80,000 a year? And if they were to get that, let's say $500 out of nowhere, we need a new washing machine or a fridge bill, that would really set them back. And it ain't nothing but a punk ass $500. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I need you to really think about it's not
don't have
it's not
children.
it's not about that. Listen, you don't have to have children to have something called debt. Like student loans and stuff. I know people with no kids and they can't spend
Let's keep it
a
on the
damn
children.
dime.
Let's keep it on
I
the
have a
children.
kid and I got way more money to spend than them because every time they get their income tax, that shit is all the way gone.
Yeah,
So
let's
what are you
keep it on
talking
the
about? You
children.
don't need kids. You don't need kids for the government to take your checks,
Let's
man.
keep it on the children. Let's keep it on the children.
Right? So
I'm
what are you
listening to
talking
people
about with the children
crying
that's so
about child
stupid?
support and they pay 150 or $500. You are
Right?
are we really having a real conversation? You know how much it costs
Stan, do
for
you not know how
daycare?
many? Okay,
How we
okay.
went
So
from
Stan,
watching the video
but
to
those, are, but hold
about
on,
child support.
real quick, Rocky, and I'm gonna give it to you, Rocky, real quick. Stan, why do you think so many people? Why do you think it was a nationwide uproar about one damn month of food stamps not hitting? You think niggas really got it like that out here, bro? But I
Nah,
digress. I'm
because
like
you
muted.
ain't
Go ahead,
got it.
Rocky.
But
Oh
you
no, oh
don't
no, oh
have
no,
it
oh no.
because
Smitty's
you
fine.
didn't do the right things before you
Smitty is
had a
set for life.
child. AD
No,
Rock, you
Smitty's
got
set
it.
for life.
Because before you
I'm not
have a
there.
child, will you be prepared financially? At the least,
I've been I
forget
was I was
intelligence.
I was I was prepared before she entered the world. She came home to her mother and father in our own apartment. She came home to her own
Wait a
crib,
minute.
which her father slept in. Right? Me and my daughter had the same crib. I passed it to her. Right? So my point is that yes, everything was set up. You know what else
Stop
was
putting
set
it
up?
on
Hold
you.
on, hold on,
You
hold
went
on,
from
hold on.
general to you. I'm telling
No, you
you.
asked me a question. You asked
No,
me a question.
no, you
You
keep
asked
going
me a
from
question.
general to whatever. I'm telling you, the majority of these
I'm
guys is
gonna
paying
do that if
$50
you
a
shift
damn
it to
month
me.
crying on this goddamn internet. Hey
If
man,
you shift
drop
it
your
to
nuts
me, that's
and
what
be
I'm
a
gonna do.
fucking man. You have a damn child, you see your children and see them better than you.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
competing
is
with your
that general,
goddamn
Stan?
children.
Stan, is that general? Just so I can. I mean, if it's general, then I ain't got shit to say. That's general, right?
Drip.
You
Yeah,
said it was
yeah,
just
you
general.
damn right you ain't
I
got
bet,
shit to
bet,
say.
bet, bet.
Man,
I
come
digress.
on,
My
man.
mic is muted.
Give your
You got
children
it.
a
You got it,
better
OG.
opportunity than us. That's what I'm
Slick,
saying.
what?
I'm tired of every generation starting from zero.
I
Hold
don't
on,
know
Slick.
how would I
Hold
say
on,
keep
hold on,
being missed all the
hold
way.
on,
Go ahead, Drip. Please,
hold on,
Mildred
Drip,
wait,
help
sips
wait,
out, bro.
beer.
wait,
Cause you
wait,
ain't
wait,
work with pimples on the dog's ass.
wait. What, Slick, what you said?
No, I was just saying, can you pass me your blunt, please? Because I need to hit it.
Yeah, you need to hit it. Because I'm tired of all this crying ass shit. Do all this
Nobody
before you
crying,
have
man. We just
children.
having a conversation. I don't remember nobody
Can you
crying.
just have
We
D
just
Rock?
trying to have
Your
a
ass been
conversation,
missing in
bro.
action, hiding in the chat. But now,
Oh,
now you
Oh,
here
oh,
because I
oh,
needed you last night. But D Rock, listen to this. Can you agree to this? Can you agree to this? Before you do
That
all
shit you
these
hold on
things,
now. Fuck all that. I felt offended by that. What you call missing in action, nigga, was me spending time with my goddamn family. I need
yeah.
no,
to give me
bro,
that
you know that
break.
was a joke,
I'm
bro,
in the
because you
chat.
was in the
I
chat.
know.
When you
Yeah.
can't be on the panel, you in the chat.
Yeah. I'm in the
But,
chat. I'm
bro,
showing love to the, you know what I'm saying?
He was at work.
but
What day?
listen what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Before you have children, why would you make your child suffer more than you have? That's my point.
No, we get that. We get all that. I don't think nobody up here disagrees with that sentiment.
Yeah, yeah, but hey, man, shit, keep having these damn children that's gonna come back and give you a pumpkin head
Oh shit.
Man, this
and
type of
wonder why they
conversation
don't
is
love
for the
you.
Discord. It's kind of rated R.
Okay, I got you,
We
Rooster.
try to be because they want to be
bruh.
PG. They want to be in La La Land and form narratives
Rooster,
and
cut the
say this is
bullshit.
this and
Ain't
that.
nobody
Be
trying
in
to be
no
no
goddamn La
Rooster.
La
This is
Land.
what I'm
Rooster, cut
saying,
the
bro.
bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to be no fucking la la land.
Hey,
Stop that
bro.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
no.
I'm not
That's
trying to like.
PG.
Can we stop that, bro?
Nah, but
I'm rated R,
Like,
man.
Drip is
I'm
ready for
triple
the
X.
smoke, whatever panel he's on.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but what I'm
shit.
hey,
saying,
Drip. Hey,
man,
Drip. Hey,
before
Drip.
you
I'm gonna
have
leave. I'm gonna
children,
leave the live
why
up,
would you
Drip, and I'm
make
gonna
your
go ahead and
children
roll
worse
out,
Okay.
than
Drip.
what
All right.
you are?
I'm gonna
That's a
go ahead
bet.
and
That's a
go.
bet. All right.
All
All
right.
right, Smitty, hold on.
Why would you make your children be in a worse position than you? That's the part that I don't get. You know, and now Drip is always ready. But I'm saying,
No,
why
no,
would
no.
you
Stan,
have
this how it goes,
children?
Stan.
And put,
Look, Stan. I understand what you're saying from a certain point of view, but the thing is, look, even when you set a brush fire, right? Something can develop from burnt ground, bro. Everybody can't start with something back in them, bro. So that's just the way the world is. Just let the world be what it is. And stop trying to put your cape on to save everything. You can't save anything
I ain't trying to
because what
save
happened,
everything. I'm
the
trying to
same. No,
save
no.
Drip
You see
and
what
his
happened to
newborn
Superman
children.
a couple of times? You see what happened
Damn,
to
what about
Superman a couple
me?
of times?
What did I
Every time,
Superman for?
every time,
I want
every
all of
time,
y'all to
every
die.
time Superman,
Okay.
I'm the lady.
Shit.
every time Superman put on his cape to go out there and save somebody that did something foolish, it was always some kind of kryptonite or some kind of foreign substance that almost took his life. But the only reason why he lived is to make the show on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Drip, I'm
Because
not trying
if
to save everybody. And that's
mm-mm.
not Drip, Flight,
you're
or
stupid
Shanika
and
Flight.
can't distinguish who to save and who not to save, he'd have died an episode ago.
Nah,
You can't
man, we
get
just
out
get
and
the
save these
information.
people.
We just
The
get the
greatest thing to
information.
mankind is to let certain things live and let it die. I believe in things dying because dying in the circle of life. In order for somebody to do better, somebody got to die. I mean, you niggas got life insurance.
Well, just make sure it
You
ain't
better get
you.
some
Shit.
life insurance before some niggas get to dying, and you're gonna continue the cycle of not having shit. Cause I'm waiting on them couple folks to die. Cause they gonna pay
Well,
all them
I don't know
goddamn
what
bills.
point
So
you
what the
on.
hell is
I don't know why
you
people
talking?
have all this trauma in their life and they have children
Stop trying to
and
save people.
repeat
You can't
that
save these
cycle.
people. People were born with their own brain, man.
And no,
They
listen what
conform
I'm
to what they
saying.
believe in.
You didn't
And
hear
when
what I
they don't
said.
believe in what you're, they're
I
gonna reject you
said,
and they'll push you out. And nothing
I'm
you
Rooster.
say
saying,
can
Okay.
reach their
Okay.
noggin, bro.
Okay.
You can't
Okay.
stay these folk, bro.
Rooster.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Rooster.
Rooster. Okay, Rooster.
So look. We on
That's
here.
life.
Hold
You
on, nigga.
prepare for work
Roaster, hold
and
on.
do what you can
Shit.
do.
Hey,
Bro.
Drip, let's get through the video so we can meet that bet. Go ahead and get through the video.
I lost that.
Well, I ain't
Man,
got no
fuck
bet.
that video. I'm
Drip
finna
was
go,
trying to
nigga.
talk.
We got motherfucking one donation. Shout out to my nigga D-Rock. Goddamn holding it down. We got one donation and some towards Shanika new camera. So we finna go. I ain't finna keep streaming, bro. This is too much. It's just too much. Like, we gonna work on more structure too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some plan for that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just cool it out, take y'all a break. And Shanika, from now on, we ain't streaming on Mondays no more.
Yay!
Yeah, we ain't streaming on Mondays no more. So it'll be Tuesday through Saturday, and then it's, you know what I'm saying, we have about 2 days off. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting here just analyzing and
And Drip,
bubbleizing.
don't you blame it on me. Don't you
No,
blame this
Rooster,
on me.
man,
Because
nigga, Rooster, ain't nobody blaming on you,
no,
bro. This just
nigga, you said structure.
Yeah.
I watch all of
no.
your channels and
Ain't
you
no
don't
more
say
Monday
nothing about no
It's
mayhem.
just
structure.
no,
Who been talking about structure?
Nah, hell no.
Hey, Rooster,
Hell no.
it's not
Don't you?
personal, bro.
Rooster. No,
It
no,
ain't
no,
got
Stan.
nothing to do with you,
Nah,
bruh.
It's still fuck Rooster,
I'm
right?
like,
It's
R.
still
Kelly,
fuck
you
Rooster,
killing
right?
with me. You
No,
killing
no,
me
no,
with
no,
this
no.
truth.
It's still fuck Rooster, Stan.
You
You feel
killing me
me?
with this. Nah, no, that's
It's still
It's up and it's stuck.
Oh, my
nah,
Drip
mama.
I
is up
can't.
and it's stuck.
Yeah, but
Nah,
you know what I'm
I like
saying?
look,
That
Drip, you
nigga,
need to get
that
that
nigga know I
Discord
like him.
going, bro.
You know I
I
like
can
him.
work
You
better
know I
in that
fuck with him.
Discord, bro.
You know I fuck with him.
Yeah,
Nah, for real.
yeah. I watch,
That nigga
but
Rooster
you
know I
said
fuck
you
with
ain't
him.
this first time you talking about structure and shit. And look, I done watched all these streams and you ain't said nothing about structure until the rooster come.
No,
You know what?
Rooster, no, bro. Not because of
I'm
you, bro.
rated
I'm just
R.
saying.
Hey,
No,
Drip, can we go to the Discord? Can
yeah,
somebody
man.
drop the link to the Discord? Can we go to the Discord?
Shit, man.
These
Look, Drip.
nuts.
See, I ain't no regular VHS. I'm that one when you walked into the video store, you had to go to the back room. I'm back there. See, I'm on that type of shift.
You're the
Look,
rated R.
I'm
You got the rated
yeah,
R going
I'm
on.
rated R. I can't do PG because PG is la la land, and I ain't never lived like that. I lived in reality and truth. So when folks do certain things, it kind of trigger me, and then it make me think that like when you get people on here that try to form them narratives that certain black folks is stupid. When people conform to stuff that they know that's not right, I'm thinking, well, damn, these black folks is stupid. These folks ain't doing nothing but doing a social study to see what people will be into in a hard situation, like a conversation or a question.
Rooster, stay away from John
Yeah.
Galt channel. Hold on. Shout out to my nigga JD for the cash. Yeah, JD 1975, appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you, my G. Shout out to the chat. Hold on. Let me make sure. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Smitty for the simulcast. He said, Drip, I can't get my point across. We can't watch the video. So Smitty love, man. God damn. See what I'm
Man, play
saying?
the video, Drip. It's us, man. We the man. Leader. Play the
No,
video. And I'm
I don't
putting
even.
myself
And you
on
see
mute.
how that man made you feel, try to make you feel like a victim for him. Oh, I can't get my nigga. I know
Nah,
that
that
shit
nigga.
ain't. That's
Leader.
a female.
Play the
That's a
video, Drip.
female tactic, nigga.
Because it's
We
a
in the
great
world
video,
of the
Drip.
internet, bro.
Hold on, bro. Y'all wild about
Drip,
that.
That's a
this a
female
great
tactic, bro.
video, Drip.
If
Don't
y'all
do
think
that, Rooster.
it make me a victim, you're fucking crazy.
I
No.
didn't say that,
No,
Drip.
he tried
But
to
No, I'm
make
Drip,
you
not
that's a
feel.
great video.
talking
That's
about
a
y'all.
great
Three
video.
Okay.
six three.
I thought
Hey, Shanika, can you send that video
Stan,
to me?
hold on. I thought Rooster said
And
Drip
drop the
don't have
link
him
for it.
make you feel like a victim or some bullshit like that.
Man, Drip is a gangster.
No.
Trust
It
me.
ain't about
I
that,
know
Stan.
he a gangster.
We only got
No,
two.
What I'm saying
So
is that's
I'm
just
thinking,
like like say for instance you at a workplace
Rooster,
and then
Rooster,
a
don't
person
even
can't have their way.
hold on, Rooster, hold
They
on,
run
because
the HR and they
you been
cry.
cutting up.
I'm gonna show you
Nah,
something.
that's
Let me
cool.
show you something.
We ain't fucked up about it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Man,
I
that's a
mean,
great
nah,
video, Drip and
nah,
Shanika. Thank
no.
y'all for bringing that up.
It's cool.
Stan,
I
you
ain't no
simping now, Stan.
Rooster.
God
God damn
damn.
it. I ain't no motherfucking victim or none of that shit.
We trying to get through the video.
And please let me finish, brother. I'm just saying.
You got it, bro.
Listen to me, bro. We only have 2 donations, bro. We were shooting almost 5 hours. I'm through for the night. We done. We can start a part 2 tomorrow, some shit. I don't know, but tonight not gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? And no, Rooster, it's not because of you. It's not because of Smitty. It's just, bro, we only got 2 donations. And shout out to them. I appreciate it so much. But nah, we can't be streaming 5, 6, 7 hours with 2 donations. Like we had a goal of 20. Like we ain't got number 2. So that's why we shut the stream down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go give me some rest and some chill time since, you know, we can't get compensated for the conversation like my boy Easy Band said. And clearly I see why. It's a lot of raw going on. Can't nobody hear nobody. So that's all I'm saying. So with that being said, we gone.
We live, such it. What it do, fool? Hey, man, Splash Town, Texas, or wherever the fuck you at. What's happening? But hey, man, you tripping, man. Get to that Houston Premier Party bus, man, because that's how we doing it. Sometimes.